Welcome to another edition of Selling Life and Annuity. I'm Tim Luby. I'm the National Sales Director for Annuities here at Gordon Marketing. And with me today is my friend and associate, Steve Allison. He's our internal Annuity Specialist on the Annuity Team here at Gordon Marketing. And our topic for today is annuities don't lock up your money. So Steve, access to your money with annuities. There's this common misperception, if you will, that annuities significantly restrict access to your money. So let's talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, that's typically one of the first concerns you hear when you meet with a potential client for annuities, that they've heard that, it's hard to get their money. They're locking up their money. They won't have access to it. They will never be able to get it. It's, they can't touch it for 10 years or something like that. And in reality, that's just not really true.
Well, there's pieces of it. There's some misrepresentations in there. I guess the first thing is that, yes, annuities do have surrender charges, right?
Sure.
But they're typically a declining surrender charge that goes away very often, and we could be cute. We could even call them surrender privileges if we want to, instead of surrender charges. Because, things like alternatives like CDs and other things don't have surrender privileges.
Right.
They have a substantial penalty for early withdrawal, and it really never goes away. So if we think about, we're comparing to the other options for retirement savings and things like that, they actually do have pretty good access. The other thing is that they do have free withdrawals most of the time. Very often a 10% free withdrawal, you can get even higher than that. You don't get anything like that with a CD either. No. So the access to the money via free withdrawal provisions and a declining surrender charge is actually pretty ample.
Yeah, they really are. A lot of them will make you, sometimes they'll make you wait 12 months. Sometimes they'll allow the 10% free withdrawal right away in the first year. Some even will allow just interest-only payments. There's even riders out there you can get that can enhance that liquidity, where you can get the 10% in the first year. If you end up not even taking a withdrawal in the first year, it doubles to 20%. So they're even giving you can even get more access to it, right, if that's a need or a concern for your client.
Right.
You
so
can find certain ones.
So for that client that knows that they need that enhanced liquidity, we can dial into that.
Right.
One of them is RMDs. If a client's got a required minimum distribution that they have every year, they're going to need to make sure, particularly even if they're going to do that in the first year, that the product is going to allow them the access that they need to that money.
Yeah.
And then, as you mentioned, you can dial into different liquidity. And there are some sort of life events or living benefits that can provide for very specific situations to give people access to money. Yeah. And, CDs don't do any of that. I'm thinking of things, for example, like long-term care riders. Yep. If a client is confined to a nursing home, surrender charges are completely waived. If they're just missing 2 of 6 activities of daily living with some carriers, surrender charges can be completely waived. Or liquidity can be significantly enhanced. They can also apply to things like unemployment. Someone's unemployed. Yeah. Perhaps surrender charges are waived or significantly reduced. A terminal illness, someone that has less than 12 months to live, they often would have a significant reduction or elimination of any surrender charges. So significantly enhanced access to their money. Just to name a few.
Yeah. There's even a couple more that come to mind. A lot of those enhanced liquidity riders that you can get, they even have a return of premium sometimes after 4 years. So you can actually, if you're unhappy with it or you need all your money after a certain time period, you can actually get it all back without any surrender charge. So that's really unique. There's just a handful of products out there that allow for that, but that's a great, ace up your sleeve to be able to change and move, and you don't have to wait for another 6 years, and that's really handy.
Right. And even sometimes there's specific situations that a client might have where they're going to anticipate needing more than a 10% free withdrawal. Yeah. And we do have some solutions that can do that. Probably not year in and year out, but maybe every couple of years that they might have a 10% that can be a cumulative free withdrawal and go to 20. Yeah. And sometimes it can go from 10 to 20 to 30. Mm-hmm. But it's not going to change it every year. If they take out 30%, it's going to go back to 10. Yep. So there can be different things that are available in the market that can help a client and an agent plan for a very specific event that the client's anticipating in terms of needing liquidity, or access to their money. I guess the other thing that I think would provide significant access sometimes is we've got a lot of income solutions in the market that are going to provide via a withdrawal, perhaps, an income rider that provides guaranteed living, income guaranteed for a lifetime, or even annuitization. Whether that be something for a specific period of time to provide a higher income, or for a lifetime, where the income would be guaranteed for as long as they live.
Yep. It can't necessarily be an annuity if it doesn't have the capability of having some type of distribution.
That's absolutely right.
Locking up is not really a thing that can happen. I mean, you have plenty of access if you need it, and your client does.
Yes, excellent point. Annuities are designed to build up and distribute retirement income. And if they don't do that, it's not an annuity.
Yep.
And so for the benefit of those watching this video today, if we piqued your interest with some of what we say today, you can reach me at timl@gordonmarketing.com, or my direct phone number is 330-283-6140. And Steve, how do they reach you?
You can reach me at sallison@gordonmarketing.com. My extension is 140.
Great. And so we're kind of running out of time. So one last thing, if you would please subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so that you'll hear about our new Selling Life and Annuity content every time that it comes out, when it comes out. And we would love it if you could like, comment, and share. And with that, thank you for joining us today, and happy selling.